despite trailing at halftime. In the other game, new leaders Barbados Lumber Company Lakers had a victory over Combined Schools Tridents. Game number 1, Lakers in blue playing Tridents. 5 minutes in, Lakers trailing by just 1, 11-12. Mark Bridgman with the triple. Team high 19 points for him. Keith Burkett had a theory, shoot from the same spot as Bridgman, and it might pay off. Confirmation there. The schoolboys not to be outdone. Zachary Cave with the deep 2. Then Theo Greenidge, lane open, goes for it. Nice reversal. Tridents took the lead halfway through the second quarter, 27-23. Captain Andrew Eiffel finishing with 18 points. However, the Lakers would snap that 4-point lead to end the half up 35-30. Burkett feeling it, had 16 points. Craig Jones also had a good game, chipped in with 15. Well, let's go to the second half action. Trident still trailing. Shaquan Carrington scored 10, made 4 of 8 from the field. But there was nothing on the defensive end to halt Lakers' progression. Fourth quarter, fast break, Bridgman to Jones. Hashtag flush. Lakers got this one in the bag, coming away with the 72-59 victory over the Tridents. Next on court, Station Hill Cavaliers up against Pinelands in orange. The Pine missing their mark. Cavs on the fast break. Joel Hunt gets it to go, had 12. The response from Pinelands, Charles Vanterpool going baseline. That's 2 of his 10. The Cavs, though, gave themselves a cushion heading into the break. 30-26, Anand Joseph Thorne, bucket and the fall. Also finished with 12 points. Second half going the other way. Pinelands now up by 6, 49-43. 2 against 1 after the steal from Ramon Simmons. Jeremy Gill flips it up and in. Game high 18 points for Gill. Then Gill with the assist. Ian Alexander elevation, 2 of his 16 points. Late in the contest, Pinelands with their biggest lead, up by 13, 62-49. Vanterpool spin move, count it. Simmons came to the party as well, contributed 15. This one slipping away fast. Who will step up for the Cavs? Darren Hunt says, leave it to me. Smooth as ever there with the left hand. Team high 14. But Pinelands brought their A game to the big clash. Alexander under pressure and still gets it to go. 3-point play. Pinelands taking the W in the end, defeating the Cavs 67-58. Well, former MP Noel Lynch will be the next Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Cricket Association. CBC Sports understands that Lynch will take up the post from Monday after the last CEO, David Dean, left office yesterday at the end of his contract. Now, Lynch will bring to the BCA several years of experience in management and sports. A former Minister of Tourism and International Transport, he's also the President and CEO of Clear Thinking Solutions, Inc. Lynch is currently the Vice President of the Athletics Association of Barbados and also the Vice President of the North America, Central America and Caribbean Athletics Association. One of the first projects Lynch will have to work on is the new BCA season, which begins this month, and also the upcoming Caribbean Premier League. Well, assistant coach of the West Indies women's team, Ezra Mosley, has lauded the players for finally making it to the finals of the ICC World T20 tournament. For the first time, the Windies women will play in the final of the competition after completing a 6-run victory over New Zealand women in the second semi-final yesterday at the Wankhede Stadium. It was the 4th time that the Windies women had reached the semis, losing to New Zealand in 2010, Australia in 2012, and Australia once again in 2014. Mosley says the job is not finished and there is still plenty of work for them to do ahead of Sunday's clash against Australia.
Yes, it was a very good win for us. As you know, we've only gone as far as the semi-finals before, and it was good to really get to the final. I thought the ladies batted well today, and then the bowlers really came at trumps. I'm not certain that our batting has really clicked yet. I think we are better than 140 on a good pitch, and I'm hoping that Deandra and the captain and the others could really chip in and give us a big total in the final that we can defend if we bat first.
That final is set for Sunday 5 a.m. and will be live on MCTV's ESPN channel. Well, history will be made tomorrow at Ballpark in Christchurch as the Spartan Caribbean Fighting Championship is set to crown its first ever champion at an event titled First Blood. There will be 8 bouts on the night, but focus will be on the main event where Ronaldo Silverback Stewart will face off against Sheldon the Game Jones for the Spartan Middleweight Championship. Jones says his experience will be beneficial.
This is our third fight. We fought once before our amateur, and I fought him for my professional debut. I spent a lot of time in the cage, so I know Ronaldo well. I know his strengths, I know his weaknesses. I expect the very best Ronaldo Stewart there is. The most important thing for me, or 2 things, was conditioning and mindset. There, before I would go in a bit nervous, burn a lot of nervous energy that I didn't need to burn. I'm a lot more calm and relaxed now after fighting last man standing 4 fights in one night. The nerves are gone. I'm a lot more relaxed and conditioning, working a lot more conditional at my gym in Flawless Concepts in Skymon, one of my sponsors. I have some of the best trainers there. Is excellent.
Well, Kobe Boyne is set to take on Brett Thomas and says after his last fight, he has made one key change to his game plan.
One thing I worked on was my mentality, because I believe I went in there scared because he was big, he was fierce, he had lots of muscles, and you know, I don't have much, you know, I'm very skinny, so I went in there with the mindset that, you know, because he has bigger muscles than me, he's going to be able to hit harder, he's going to be able to move faster, but, you know, that was my downfall. My biggest downfall was my mentality. I changed that a lot. I made sure that whenever I step into the ring, whenever I do something, I do it to finish, I do it to the best of my ability. No matter if I win or lose, I will do it to the best of my ability, you know, so that is my mentality from now. That was the biggest thing I had to change, and I've changed it.
Well, also fighting on the night is O'Neal Chase, who is a former amateur, regional and local champion in kickboxing. His challenger is Sion Elders from Trinidad, and O'Neal was quick to admit that he knows nothing about his opponent, but insists that it doesn't matter.
You don't formulate a plan, you don't get to fight the plan, because let that plan go wrong, what? I just come in, I attack the way you see, work the way you see. Use my style, don't let anybody try to change my style. That's about change this game plan, you let that over, because that down working, like, you know what to do, you know what to fuck that way. If it comes to that, I'm looking at taking word out. First or second round, I'm looking at taking out. Clean tackle, clean. They're going to take him out. They got a good record against Trinidadians, so they will know me, but I don't really know him, so they're looking forward to a good fight. As I said, good show. And any night, you'll see.
Well, the action will start from 8 p.m. Jason Parkinson and newcomer Aaron Paris have joined the Suzuki Challenge Series Swift Cup Roll of Honor. But Ryan Wood was the star of the show at Bushy Park recently with 2 pole positions, 3 race wins and 3 fastest laps. Meanwhile, Stuart Maloney dominated the SR3 Cup with a hat-trick of victories. CBC's Sean Green reports on some of the action.
All the racing action was at Bushy Park. This is race 2, Clubman in round 1, and out early was Robert Gill leading the machines through the circuit, and hot on his heels was Quincy Jones. 6 laps for this one, so let's fast forward to the final one. Gill kept the lead and prevented Jones from making any moves, and they both kept the supporters watching to see what the outcome would be. And eventually Jones got his chance, easing on the inside, and now he's the one to beat. Keeping the pace, he led the troops home in 10 minutes 18.208 seconds. Gill finished second in 10 minutes 19.172, and third was Devan McCarthy in 10 minutes 25.495. The third race was round 1 of the Suzuki Swift Sports Challenge with 12 cars. Martinique Pachal Cavell was the only non-Barbadian driver in this one. That was 8 laps. So again, on to the final lap. Ryan Wood kept the lead through the race, and he had Josh Reed and Ryan Perrault close behind. But in the end, approaching the final bend, it was all Wood, winning in 11 minutes 34.614 seconds. Reed was second in 11.35 seconds, and third was Perrault in 11 minutes 40.39 seconds. 3 groups competed in race 4, groups 2, 3, and 4. Mark Maloney in Group 4 showed what his car was all about in the first 3 laps of the 6, but he went out of commission, forced to eject himself from the race. Not exactly sure what went wrong there, but the other drivers had a task to complete. Kenrick Husbands in Group 3 had the full attention now of the spectators. All the way he went in 8 minutes, 8.673 seconds. Sean Green, CBC Sports.
Well, thanks, Sean. And that's it for sports. Up next, the business report.
Fly away to somewhere new, buy a gift just for